The Old Town Library stood on a hill overlooking Main Street. It had been empty for years. No one dared to go near it. People said it was haunted. They told stories of a librarian who vanished without a trace. She had been alone, working late one night. No one ever saw her again. Some said her ghost still roamed the library's dusty aisles. They said she was searching for something she had lost, something very important. The library whispered her name on the wind. Lily was different. She wasn't afraid of the old library. She was curious. Lily loved stories. And the library held the best story of all, the mystery of the missing librarian. She had heard the whispers. She knew the legend, but Lily didn't believe in ghosts. She believed in facts, and the fact was no one knew what had happened to the librarian. Lily was determined to find out. One night a storm raged outside. Rain lashed against the windows. Wind howled like a hungry wolf. It was the perfect night to face a ghost. Lily's friends dared her to go to the library. They said she was too scared. They said she wouldn't last 5 minutes inside. Lily couldn't resist a dare. She grabbed her raincoat and flashlight. Tonight she would prove them wrong. The library door creaked open, as if it hadn't been touched in years. The air inside was thick with dust and the smell of mildew. Cobwebs hung from every corner, shrouding the bookshelves in a ghostly veil. Lily took a deep breath. The air felt heavy, oppressive. It was the smell of forgotten tales, of stories left untold. She shone her flashlight down a narrow aisle. Rows of books stared back at her, their titles barely visible in the dim light. Section 5. Shadows and Whispers. Lily wandered deeper into the library. Each step echoed through the silence, amplified by the storm raging outside. Shadows danced on the walls, cast by her flickering flashlight. She could hear the wind whistling through the broken windows, creating eerie sounds that sent shivers down her spine. Or were those whispers? Lily stopped, holding her breath. She could have sworn she heard someone calling her name. But when she turned around, there was no one there. Section 6. The Ghostly Librarian. Suddenly a figure emerged from the shadows at the end of the aisle. A woman with long, flowing hair and a sad smile. She wore a long, dark dress that seemed to shimmer in the dim light. Lily froze, her heart pounding in her chest. The woman's eyes met hers, filled with a deep longing. Lily knew, with a certainty that chilled her to the bone, that she was looking at the ghost of the missing librarian. Section 7. The Lost Souls. The ghostly librarian drifted closer. She pointed a translucent finger towards a table in the center of the library. Lily hesitantly made her way to the table, her flashlight beam trembling. Resting on the table, its leather cover cracked and worn, lay a large book. Its title, embossed in faded gold lettering, sent a shiver down Lily's spine. The Lost Souls. Lily opened the book. The pages were filled with names written in a faded, spidery handwriting. They were the names of people from the town, people who had disappeared over the years. Section 8. A Desperate Escape. Lily gasped. She recognized some of the names. The missing librarian's name was at the top of the list, and below it, written in the same faded ink, was Lily's own name. Fear, cold and sharp, gripped her heart. She had to get out of there. As she backed away from the table, she heard the librarian's mournful voice echo through the library. "They're trapped," the voice whispered. "Their souls are lost." Section 9. The library's silence. Lily didn't wait to hear more. She ran towards the exit, her flashlight bouncing erratically, casting grotesque shadows that seemed to reach out for her. The library door slammed shut with a deafening boom, plunging her into darkness. Panic surged through her. She fumbled for the doorknob, her hands shaking. It wouldn't budge. She was trapped. Lily slid down against the door, her back pressed against the cold wood. She closed her eyes, trying to control her fear. The library had fallen silent. Section 10. Lily's Truth. After what felt like an eternity, the storm outside subsided. The first rays of dawn pierced through the cracks in the boarded-up windows. Lily pushed open the library door, stepping out into the cool morning air. She never told anyone what she had seen inside the abandoned library, but the experience changed her. She carried the memory of the ghostly librarian and the Book of Lost Souls with her. Lily knew deep down that the library held secrets that would never be fully revealed, and she knew, with a certainty that sent chills down her spine, that some stories were better left untold.